Good morning students. Welcome to online class. So I am Amos Michael, Department of Physics, Mount Zion Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Pudukota. See here I am going to teach you physics. What are the learning objectives of this presentation? So we are going to see a brief introduction about a force and the proper definition of force. The third one is effects of force, and finally with an activity we will wind up this presentation. Let us see one by one in detail. Force introduction. You see all these pictures. In the first picture a boy is pushing a block of wood, and in the second picture here another boy is carrying a bucket of water, and here this boy is pulling bucket of water from the well and he is hammering the nail in a wooden board. And here you can see the gravity means the pulling force of the earth. It acts on an apple and thereby the apple fell down. So in all those situations you cannot avoid the word either push or pull. So let us see what do you mean by push or pull. Push, if you make an object to move away from you, that is called push. Otherwise, if you make an object to move towards your direction, it is called pull. So what is a force? A force is a push or pull. Here look at the picture. One boy, he pushes the block of wood in this direction. Another boy, he pulls the block of wood in this direction. So I repeat, a push means if you make an object or if you make something to move away from your direction, it's called a push. And if you make an object to move towards your direction, it's called pull. What is force? Already I told you, a push or pull on an object is called force. A force cannot be seen. A force can be judged by the effects it produces in various objects. Look at this picture. A man, he pushes the door. That means he applies the force away from his direction. And this one, here another boy, he pulls the door. That means he applies a force towards his direction. Okay. What is the direction of force? The direction in which the object is pushed or pulled is called the direction of force. Example, we open or close the door in different directions. Suppose you are coming to your home from outside, what you will do? You will push the door in order to open the door. So you are applying a force on the door away from your direction, that is push. And if you want to go outside, if you want to go out, then what you have to do to close your door, you have to pull the door. That means you are applying a force, you are making an object to move towards the direction. That is called a pull. Now let us see what are the effects of force. So there are 5 effects of force are there. The first one is a force can stop a moving object, and the second one is a force can move a stationary object. Third one is a force can change the speed of a moving object, and the fourth one is a force can change the direction of a moving object, and the last is a force can change the shape and size of an object. What is the first effect of force? A force can move a stationary object. What do you mean by the word stationary? Stationary means rest. So a force can move an object at rest. So look at here. You place a marble gently on the floor. Now you apply some force. As a result, the marble will roll down on the table. So here the object is the marble and you are applying the force on it. As a result, the object is set into motion. So a force can make a object to move in a particular direction. Here look at this diagram. The player applies force on the stationary football. The force applied by the player makes the football move. So here if you look at this, the football is at rest on the football ground and he is going to apply a force on it. So the force of our foot makes the stationary ball move. So as a result, the force applied by his foot will make the ball to move in a particular direction. Here the same concept is illustrated with a GIF file. So here the direct kick is taken by a football player and initially the ball is at rest on the ground and after applying a force it begins to move. Now let us move on to the second effect, that is a force can stop a moving object. A goalkeeper dives or jumps up to save the goal. Here he is the goalkeeper. You know the football game, there will be 11 players and he is the goalkeeper and his job is to save the goal. That means his job is to protect the ball not to go inside to the net. So he has to apply a force against the ball's velocity. So his force, that is the force applied by the goalkeeper, must be greater than the ball velocity. So the force applied by the goalkeeper helps in stopping the moving ball. Hence the goal is saved. Now it is illustrated with a GIF image. Here the kick is taken by a player and is beautifully saved by the goalkeeper. You look at carefully, the ball is being saved by the goalkeeper. That means he applied a force. As a result, by applying a force, he stopped the ball not to go inside the net. The third effect of force is a force can change the speed of a moving object. You know, all of you know this game. This is the tire, cycle tire. Usually we play with these old tires, cycle tire or the two-wheeler tires. In order to move a tire, what you have to do? You have to tap this tire periodically or repeatedly. So to move a tire faster, it has to be pushed or tapped repeatedly so that it gains a velocity. That means speed. It gains the speed. It will go faster and faster. So here the force applied by this boy on the tire changes the speed of a moving object, that is the speed of the tire. Now you look at the second image. All of you know to ride a bicycle. Here the force on a pedal changes the speed of a bicycle. So the speed of a bicycle is determined by the force, that is how harder you apply a force on a pedal. So if you apply a harder force on the pedal, naturally the bicycle will go fast. If we apply a smaller force on the pedal, it will go slower. If you see some more example, you can understand even much better. You look at this diagram. If someone pushes your moving bicycle from behind, it goes faster. She is already riding a bicycle. She is in motion, and if someone, if his father pushes her bicycle from behind, what will happen? It will go fast. So it will go very fast than the previous speed. Look at this image. If someone pulls the moving bicycle from behind, the speed of the bicycle decreases. Her sister is trying to pull the moving bicycle. As a result, he cannot go away fast. So he applies force in the opposite direction. That means she pulls the moving bicycle from behind. Therefore, the speed of the bicycle decreases. So a force can change the speed of a moving object. Either this force can increase the speed or it can decrease the speed of a moving object. It depends on in which direction you are going to apply the force. So fourth effect is a force can change the direction of a moving object. You look at the image. He is a cricket player. He is a batsman. This is a cricket ball and this is cricket bat. You know, all of you know very well. When a moving cricket ball is hit by a bat, then the direction of the cricket ball changes and it goes in another direction. So what is the duty of a cricket player, particularly batsman? He has to send this cricket ball out of the stadium, or he has to make this ball to reach the boundary where there is no fielders. So he has to change the direction of the ball bowled by the bowler. So this force, the force applied by the cricket bat, changes the direction of this cricket ball. Look at this image. This is a game ball known as baseball. So it is very famous in United States of America. So we will look at carefully. He's throwing a ball and he sends it out of the stadium. As a result, he scores a home run. So if he sends the ball outside the stadium, and it will take us a home run. And look at this image. That is a Dhoni's helicopter shot. He is very famous for his helicopter shot. So it is his signature shot. So a fast bowler bowls the ball and he tries to send out of the stadium. So he applies, what he basically do is a force. He applying a force by using his bat, and therefore the ball, it goes out of the stadium. So from that we come to know that a force can change the direction of a moving object. And the fifth and last one is a force can change the shape and size of an object. Because the diagram, what is this? This is a rolling spinning wheel, and this is the kneaded wet clay. Kneaded means pressed harder. So when a potter applies force on a kneaded wet clay, the shape of the wet clay changes and it turns out to be a beautiful parts. Okay. Here the force applied by the potter, it changes the shape of the kneaded wet clay, and as a result the clay, it turns into beautiful parts. Now you look here, this image. There are two images here, and this one is known as a dough. What do you mean a dough? A dough is a mixture of flour and water. So flour and water is combined together to form a dough. When we press the dough with a rolling pin, this is a rolling pin, it will be available in all of our house. So this rolling pin also known as belan. So by using this belan, if you press this dough, and what will happen? The shape and size of the dough will be changed. Okay, so from that we come to know that a force can change the shape and size of an object. Here we are seeing the same concept with the moving animation. So rolling spinning wheel is spins, and a potter is beautifully applies a force in different directions. As a result, the kneaded wet clay, it becomes a beautiful parts, isn't it? That's all, my dear friends. And finally we are going to see in activity. All of you know it's nothing but a marble. Roll down a marble gently on the floor. Now hit it by another marble behind it and observe its speed. So here if you look at this image, marble is rolling gently on the floor. Now you hit it by another marble from behind. From behind means from this direction. If you hit by another marble in this direction, what will happen? The speed of this first marble will increase. So the speed of the first marble will increase. At the same time, you roll down a marble on the floor as it is in the previous case. Now hit it by another marble from the opposite direction. Now this ball is moving in this direction, and by using another marble you hit this marble from this direction, that is opposite to the direction of motion of the first marble. So what happened? The speed of the marble will decrease. From that activity we come to conclude that, what is our inference? We come to conclude that the speed of the moving marble increase or decrease depending upon the direction of the applied force. If the speed of the marble will increase if the marble is hit by behind, and the speed of the marble will decrease if the direction of the applied force acts in this way. Okay, so from this we come to know that the speed of the moving marble may increase or decrease, but it is purely depending upon the direction of the applied force. That's all, my students, and thank you for your cooperation. I hope you understand the concept of force and various effects of force. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.